All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited. This is the first episode of Mental Impact Radio's brand new show, What's Up, VA? What's Up, Virginia, man? We're doing this show to shine a light on Virginia and shine a light on the area that I reside in, and that is the Lancaster County area, Kilmarnock, Essex. Newport News, it doesn't matter. Whatever area you live in Virginia, we want to highlight and showcase what you are doing to uplift and make your area even better. So tonight, the first person that we have on the show, and I'm so excited to have this young lady on the show because she's been doing her thing for some years, and I'm very surprised that nobody else tried to, at least showcase exactly what she's doing for her area and surrounding areas. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Miss Janae Washington.
What's
Hey,
up?
what's up? What's up? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I cannot complain whatsoever. Cannot complain. Welcome, welcome, Meg. Especially welcome for being, the very first guest on What's Up, VA. The very first guest.
Yes, it's an honor. I'm excited. What's up?
Yeah, man, 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 man. First and foremost, I want you to introduce yourself. Let people know, who you are, where you're from, things of that nature. Because there may be some people watching that aren't from the Virginia area, and they may be a little bit more interested in, what you do and things of that nature.
Woo. Well, I'm a woman of many hats. Well, let's start off. I am Janae Washington. I am originally from the Northern Neck, Lancaster, Virginia. I am a professional dancer, artist name known as Nay Boogie. I have been dancing professionally since about 2013, and I am also a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach, and I'm the owner of Fresh Flex, which Fresh is an acronym for faith, resilience, endurance, strength, and health. And I am also the creator of Dance Cardio Throwdown, which is literally the hottest cardio party that you're going to find anywhere around town. And I do it all: dance, fitness, the whole nine. So
Man.
that's me.
I mean, a lot of that I knew about, but a lot of that I had no clue on, that you did all of that. I knew that you danced. I knew that you did, fitness because of your time that you were over there at the YMCA when I was at the YMCA. So, shout out to the folks over there at the YMCA. They're doing their thing. You were in there busting your sweat and, getting ready for different things, different situations, stuff like that. Um, First and foremost, let's start off from the beginning. Where did the love for, physical, like being a personal trainer and exercise, and where did that love even come from?
Well, I feel like it stems hand in hand with dance because dance was my first passion and career first. If we're gonna start from the beginning, like dance was my everything. I along to move past an overview of the whole dance story. By the time we got to about 2010, and I had my first child at 19, I was a college full-time college student at the time, and I was majoring in dance. That was my major at Radford University. So after I had him the summer before my sophomore year, it was obviously extremely important to me to like get back in shape and like snap back, and because I'm still gonna be a dancer. Like, this is still happening, baby or not. And that was when I first got into fitness. So 2010 was when I first got into fitness, and it was really just the whole snapback thing to get back to where I wanted to be able to dance. I'm in college, we got fall shows, we have spring shows. These are things that we have to audition for. So I'm just like, I bet, yeah, I'm auditioning and I'm gonna get in the show. Like as
Hmm.
simple as that. And I did that. I literally had him in July, and like auditions was probably around like October, or so for the fall show, and I was in there auditioning full sprint like swing. Like my professors and everything was like, "Didn't you just have a baby?" I was like, "I don't care. Put me on one of these pieces now." So I've always had that like really strong determination as far as just like trying to be in the best shape that I possibly can be, because my career as far as dance really required that. Like you really can't be a dancer and be like not in shape. So
Mhm.
um at least to take it on the level as serious as I took it. So that was really when I fell into fitness. I mean, did I do everything correctly? No, I was a cardio head. In my beginning of my fitness journey, like insanity, all the cardio stuff, like cardio, cardio, cardio. I did not do much weightlifting. Didn't know any better, so I got really skinny, actually. And I look back at those pictures and I'm like, "Whoo, cringeworthy." But that was like my first introduction into it. And then I fell in love with weightlifting around like 2015, 2014, 2015. I like found weightlifting and I fell in love with that. And then I kind of fell in love with the whole bodybuilding community and the whole idea of bodybuilding. And I competed in my first bodybuilding competition in 2016. And I really got into it after that. Like I was like, oh, this is great. You know, I was surrounded by people that was doing the same thing, so that itch like rubbed off on me, and
Right.
it was awesome. So that's when I really fell in love with like weightlifting and doing it properly and like understanding nutrition more properly and stuff like that at that time. And yeah, and then that's just kind of how, fast forward, I was professionally dancing in New York City from like 2016 to present. I'm still a professional dancer. I just juggle both careers. And I was in New York and I became a personal trainer in New York. And I just could
Okay.
not juggle personal training and dance at the same time. I became a personal trainer in 2018 in New
Mm.
York City. And I was training at Crunch Gyms. And I could not juggle being a dancer and working at a corporate gym at that time. They wanted me at the gym for a certain amount of hours. I couldn't do that being in 8-hour rehearsals for 50 Cent and, stuff like that. So, of course, I'm choosing my 8-hour rehearsal. Like, bump this gym. So,
Right.
I had to like back away from the personal training part in the gym and I moved over into group fitness. So, I started teaching like the dance cardio type styles of classes, but they were like the crunch formats at Crunch. And I would just teach them at various locations all around New York City
Mm.
at different crunch gyms. And that was more feasible for me to work around my dance schedule because a dance fitness class or whatever is all of 45 minutes to an hour.
Right.
So yeah, so that's kind of basically what happened. And then I moved home due to the pandemic in 2020, and I kind of created dance cardio throwdown myself, and I started teaching it in 2020 in the park in Kilmarnock Park.
Mm.
And I was like, let me, now that the dance industry is completely shut down due to the pandemic, I'm like, let me actually be able to like veer my focus back into the fitness side of things
Right.
and actually like put more of my energy into that, since like dance isn't really happening at the moment. And then that's when Fresh Flex was born, and I started training clients, and it just went from there. And then here we are today.
Yeah, you definitely went from there. I mean, we give you all kudos over here, man. Hats off to everything that you've been doing, everything that you've been doing in the community and trying to build awareness within the fitness goals for different individuals. And I was gonna ask you what made you move back down, to the Kilmarnock area, to the Virginia area from New York. So you answered that question.
Yes, very much so. The pandemic, like honestly, life in New York City was going amazing for me pre-pandemic. Like there was no desire to come back home whatsoever. That was never in the plans. That was never in the cards. I was running a middle school and high school dance team that had my heart. They still have my heart. I love those kids. Love my AMS babies. In the Bronx, in an inner city school in the Bronx, and I was booking jobs on a regular basis, working with different artists and celebrities and things like that. I was getting into teaching, and I had just held my first class at like Brick House NYC in Times Square. Like things were going amazing. And then it was like January strong, February strong, March skirt. Like it just completely just flipped my whole world upside down. And you know, my son, he was in DC with his father going to school in DC, and of course the school shut down. So when the school shut down, you know, I'm a mom first. So I went and got my child, and I came to the back home to the Northern Neck.
That
So
is awesome.
I
That
did
is awesome.
not come by choice, unfortunately, but you know, here we are.
Hey, plans change. Plans
Yes, plans
change,
change,
man.
plans change.
Definitely. But I think you made a very wise decision to to go ahead and come on back instead of trying to fight it out there in New York because you have so many people here that gravitated to you and that love you and that was so honored that you did come back and started building the dance classes up and started working out with a lot of different people. Hey, what's up, Connie? How you doing? She was saying hi in the comments. How you doing? um so the difference between is there a major difference between being a full-time dancer and being a full-time fitness instructor? Do you have some of the same things that you have to do to make sure to keep your body and everything fit, or are there a lot of differences between the two?
That's a great question. They are very different. Very, very different. Um, how can I say? Is they're different in different ways. They do go hand in hand to the point where you know I should clearly be in shape, you know, to be a dancer and you know worry about my body and things like that. But it's different muscles being worked, if
Mhm.
that makes sense. Like as a dancer, you know, it's my memory, that memory muscle, and because I have to remember a whole set of choreography. Like if I'm dancing a 30-minute, 1 hour set, and that consists of like 5 or 6 songs, I have to remember all of that choreography for all those different songs. I have to be sharp on my toes, as far as my staging, being on stage, especially the big stadium stages like a Madison Square Garden or a MetLife Stadium or things like that. Like you have to be very well, you know, aware of your surroundings. You have to, um, you know, adapt to changes extremely quick. Something happens and changes last minute. You gotta adapt in 2 seconds and have to handle it, you know, professionally. And this is very much so more so working on those things. Whereas as a trainer, and that's also all me as a performer, as a dancer. That's all me. That's my body working. That's my brain. That's I'm the muse of said choreographer and things like that that I'm working under and working with. As the trainer, I'm the leader of that. You know, I'm the one that's controlling how that's going, programming the workouts and everything. And for said person, whether it's a custom workout or a group workout for boot camp and things, and my brain is so into the other person's body. What do they need? What's off? What's wrong? Deciphering what that is, deciphering how to handle that moving forward, how to fix it, how to, you know, that knowledge and that skill just comes from a completely different space. So that's why I would say they're like different in that regard. The only thing that makes them like hand in hand is the fact that like you just, you know, you need to be strong, you need to be fit to be a dancer. But as far as which parts of my mind and things like that that I have to use to do both is very different.
Okay, awesome, awesome. I've come in contact with a lot of physical, personal trainers over the years, things of that nature. But I've always wondered, okay, like a person myself, I'm overweight, and I know I'm overweight.
Mhm.
But the thing is, I struggle with, arthritis, things of that nature. Uh, do you deal with specific types of training for specific people, or do you just let the people know, hey, if you can do this, great. If not, then we're gonna need to, adjust, or you may need to find another class or something.
So, when it comes to personal training and I'm working with people one on one, I meet you wherever you are. So wherever that's, whether you're a like super beginner, whether you're advanced, whether you all sizes. I work with you wherever you are. So it is very specific and custom to you. Now, if you have, the only way that I will always be honest. Like if I don't know, I'm not going to fake like I do. I will try to find the answer if that's like, something that I can do. But I will say like serious health conditions and things like that, like, I will, there has been like some people that's reached out and like have had like some other like serious crazy type health condition that just didn't really seem like they should be exercising. So I was just like, maybe I'm not the trainer for you. Um, but I've also had people like arthritis is like, that's fine. I actually have a client that has severe rheumatoid arthritis, and like she's gotten specific orders from her doctor to like not stop working out. That she must like continue to train and continue to like strength train and things like that, because it's one of the main things that's keeping her joints and things like that continuing to work. Basically, like if she was to stop moving, like she would just like tighten up really, really bad. So we work through the flares. We work through, some morning she's in a little bit more pain than others and stuff, and we work through that. And normally by the end of the session, she feels great. Um, so, and that's something that, she ended up getting that diagnosis like in the midst of her already being a client of mine. And we just continued to like work with it. I adjusted where I needed to, where I had to, and otherwise, if she, was willing to push through, we push through. So that always depends on the person. Everybody is different. No one is the same. And but it is possible. I think one thing that people don't realize is, oh, I have aches, I have pains, I have arthritis, I have this, and like their first thing is to like not work out. And
Mhm.
one thing that I've been really trying to teach, especially in this area, because it seems to be like way more prominent in this area, is that's literally the thing that you need to be doing. Not like you are doing yourself an incredible disservice by continuing to sit in your house and like not do anything, knowing that you have these issues and these aches and these pains. I promise you, if you get in the gym and you start working out and you start strength training and building the muscle to help support these joints, those aches and pains are going to go away. But it's getting them to do that, because of course it's uncomfortable. Of course it's not like a walk in the park and easy breezy when you go to start to do that. Like it never is. Working out is not easy. It's not comfortable.
Right.
Like no, anyone that says that it is a liar. So is not comfortable. So you have to already mentally like get over that and embrace the uncomfortability and be able to push through so you can get to the other side of the greatness that's on the other end of being pain free and ache free and all of that stuff. So I'm really, really big on like preaching on that.
Motivating, you definitely motivating me. Look at that. I'm ready to run over there and start lifting some weights right now, boy. Get it going. Yeah, I was looking at some of the videos that you put on Facebook and things of that nature, and there's a couple of people that I recognize, and I was like, oh, look at them. I didn't know that they were in the class. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, now let's go, let's go. Um, yeah, so let's jump in. Let's speak about the class and things of that nature, because I'm not gonna hold you long. This isn't one of them long podcasts that we keep you for hours on end.
Mhm.
But far as your class, let the folks know, because I know you're down there sometimes at Town Center Park, but then a lot of times you're down there at Body Fit.
Mhm.
Right, so let the folks know the days and times that you're down there at Body Fit, doing your classes, and that they can come in, and how much does it cost, things of that nature, if somebody's interested in coming and joining your class.
Okay, so I have separate things. So if you are interested in personal training, that's personal, that's one on one. So that's when we would discuss, you can reach out to me, and that's when we would discuss like what your availability is and your schedule, and we would then pick, whatever set days that you could work out, and those would be your set days and times weekly. So if that's Monday, Wednesday at 4:30, that's your 2 days a week. That's set time. If it's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday morning at 8:30, that's your set time that you could consistently make every single week. We work one on one with your goals, get down to the nitty gritty of what you're trying to achieve with your health, wellness, fitness, the whole nine. And then I will program custom workouts for you, work out with you. And that is in my gym. I have a fully equipped gym in my garage in my home in Weems, Virginia. And we will set that up once we have like schedule availability, to see if our schedules even collide to be able to like do that. So what do you see a lot of times in my home gym is I do have two or three clients that will work out together, but I still everyone gets tended to differently. So everyone doesn't, get the same weights or same reps or things like that. Like I switch things depending on the person. And then of course I have some people that I just work with one on one. They don't have anyone that works with them. So that is personal training. I also do online coaching as well. So that is if you are not local, if you live far away, or maybe you are local, but maybe in person does cost more than online. Like maybe you're just like, okay, online is more in my budget. I already go to the gym 2, 3 times a week. I go to the Y, I go to Body Fit, whatever. I just need a program, something to follow so that I'm not just going in the gym and I'm doing random stuff that I don't know what I'm doing, don't know how to do, don't know where to start. And I just go in there and do like 15 minutes on elliptical, be like, whoo, and walk out, which is not doing much of anything. So, online coaching is definitely really, really great. I have my own training app. You will get all of your workouts through that training app. It will be videos of me showing you how to do all the exercises so you can know exactly how to do it. I still work with you one on one where I'm checking in for you to send me videos so I can make sure your form is good. I'm very huge on prioritizing form. So I really always make sure your form is great, even if you are an online client. And nutrition coaching services are always included with my personal training packages, whether it's online or in person. And yeah, is how online works. So actually I have a sale going on for online coaching right now. It's actually 30% off for your first 3 months of coaching. So that is only $140 a month for your first 3 months. Online coaching is normally $200 a month. For this sale, you can get my online coaching for $140 for the first 3 months, a month for the first 3 months. So that is my Black Friday that went off. Started posting that for Black Friday. So that's like my little holiday sale that's going on right now for online training. Be on the lookout because I also will be doing an in-person sale starting in the new year for in-person training clients. So if you are interested in that, there will be a sale dropping for that at the top of January. That will be for in person. That is every single Tuesday at Body Fit in Whitestone. And that is at 6 p.m. And that is $10 per class. And you can just drop in. You don't got to pre register, anything like that. You could just show up. And you could bring $10 in cash or you can cash at me $10. Whichever one is fine, but you can just show up to that class. That's for
Wow.
men and women, even though I only have women that come. I have like one guy that comes. My best friend comes from time to time, but excuse
Hmm.
me, it's for men and women. I don't know. Men just act scary down here. I had men in my classes all the time in New York City. It was like not a thing, but down here in the South, they act a little funny about that. So, but it is for men and women, and it's an amazing class. You will burn anywhere from 300 to 500 calories in just 45 minutes of just straight moving. We got kickboxing, there's step aerobics, we got a little bit of dumbbell work. So, and then just some straight fun dancing. So this is literally like a full body workout. If you are not interested in like training, personal training and stuff like that, but you still want to get like a good full body workout in, that's just fun 1 time a week, the dance cardio throwdown is probably going to be for you. So that is every single Tuesday. And then once a month, I do my boot camps. Okay, my boot camps also happen at Body Fit as well. I only do them again, like I said, only once a month, so you can only catch these 1 time a month. This is a group strength and conditioning workout. I have anywhere from 12 to 15 people in the room, and it's a party, but a full body workout. There's no one bringing a vibe like this to the Northern Neck at all. I have a DJ Rel being there, spinning the ones and twos, like lighten up the vibes. And I have post workout refreshments, fruit cups, and things like that at the end so you can refuel your body after your workout and provide water and all of that stuff. And it's just a full body workout. The workout is also all of like 45 minutes to an hour for the actual workout if you want to include the warm up. But I put on the flyer that 2 hours just to give people a chance to get there warm up and do the workout, and then I give chance for people to, mingle and have that community as they're eating their post
Right.
workout snacks and all that stuff after the workout. And some people vibe out, we dance a little bit, it's a vibe, it's fun. So I do that to just bring community. Like when it comes to fitness, it's really important to have community. There's no fitness community in Northern Neck at all. And when I go to other places, I experience a phenomenal fitness community. Whether I'm in New York, I just went back to ATL, and there's a humongous fitness community in ATL that I've like
Mhm.
joined. And I'm like, wow, like the Northern Neck is missing this. Like we don't have this here. So that's been my goal and what I've been trying to make in the Northern Neck amongst everyone is a community, a fitness community, like-minded people that are on the same journey as you, whether it's to lose weight, gain muscle, just be healthier in general. They want to reverse their diabetes, get off blood pressure medication. Sometimes it's not always about aesthetic, and I'm really big on that. Sometimes it's not always about aesthetic. Sometimes it's literally just about being healthier. Can you move? Are you mobile? Like
Right.
literally something as simple as that. So just building that community of people that's doing that with you, that's meal prepping too, that's eating healthier, making better decisions. You'd be surprised when you surround yourself with people that's doing the same thing, how much it makes you also want to stay on it versus you being on this journey by yourself and not having anyone with you, or even worse, having the naysayers, why are you doing that? You don't need to lose weight. Like, why? Well, look at you eating like a rabbit, that want to make fun or whatever of your new lifestyle. So to have people in your midst that's not going to make fun of it and understand is very important. So I have created that. I think someone said there can
Yeah.
be one created. Leslie, I've already created that. This is what I'm saying. Like with
Yeah.
Fresh Flex, that's the community that I've created amongst my clients. People that come to my dance cardio class, we're a big family. Not everybody that does my dance cardio class are my personal training clients, and I treat them just like family too. They're under the Fresh Flex umbrella. So I do things with them. I do a lot of things outside of the gym with them. I have pool parties. I have like Christmas potlucks and things like that to just create the community
Yeah.
outside the gym and stuff, the fellowship outside the gym. And it's really been amazing. A lot of people be like, "Oh my God, why is your stuff not packed? Why is this not overflowing?" Because it's not. But the few people that I do have in it, I've just watched how their lives have changed tremendously.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's all that matters to me. I'm like, as long as I'm impacting a few, I don't need to impact thousands, but as long as I'm impacting the few that are like showing up and I'm watching their lives change for the better, like that's what makes it worth it for me.
Just like in the gospel, you get that one. You get that one. You can change lives of many, and you
Mm-hmm.
have changed lives of, more than just one. Because I've seen it. I've seen people. I've heard people talking about, oh, I got to go to class and things of that nature or whatever. So, you're doing your thing. Shout out to you for that. But with you being originally from the area, what do you think the reason is why a lot of people aren't really gravitating to building a fitness community before you have come to do it, because you may be the one that God sent to start the fitness community, so you may be that one. So why do you think it took so long for this to happen in the community at all?
Um, I think a good answer could be lack of resources.
Mm.
Um, you know, there's a in general there's a culture in the northern neck. I mean, we're on the southern side of things. If we want to speak factual and cultural, there isn't a lot of, from growing up, it isn't a lot of like healthy eating, healthy cooking. And that's me speaking from my own experience as well, growing up here. Like, I for just a quick example, I, was originally born in DC. My mom didn't move us
Oh,
back
okay.
here until I was 6. Yeah. So
What part of DC?
um, my first 6 years was Washington DC.
What part of
So, and that,
DC?
huh?
What part of DC?
Northeast.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I want to say my mama could correct me if she watches this and be like, that's wrong, but I want to say Northeast.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and but
I grew up in the Maryland area.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I went to Washington McLaughlin Christian School,
Oh,
and that's where I went to school, and that's where I started dance and everything. So my mom put me in dance at like 4, and so that started in DC. And but when we moved down to the country, my grandparents like, oh, she's skinny, we need to put some meat on her bones, and they wanted to immediately shove bacon and pancakes and sausage and scrapple and stuff down my throat. and I was loving it. I ate it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I also gained weight. Like what they were saying. Oh, she's too skinny. She need to put some meat on her bones. My mom's like, she's just fine. But that's that country. It's that
Right.
cultural thing down here in the South. So to fry things, to smother things, to all of that stuff that is very normal amongst our culture. And I just feel like it is when you grow up eating that way, and that's just what you're exposed to, and all it's very hard to like all of a sudden want to like reverse that. It's
Mhm.
very hard to switch it when that's like your life and how you grew up and what you were born with. Like to all of a sudden in your 30s or 40s or even 50s to be like, I need to completely change the way I'm eating to eat a different way that's healthier for my body. That's a hard switch, physically, mentally, and everything. And I feel like a lot of people don't want to do what all it that it takes to switch that mentality. Is
Yeah.
very much so easier to be more comfortable and complacent to stay just doing what it is that you're doing. Most people I've noticed, especially in the last 3 years that I've been here, don't really want to do anything about their health until they're reacting to a diagnosis.
Mm.
It's, oh, the doctor said I'm pre-diabetic, let me do something. Oh, the doctor just diagnosed me with type 2 diabetes, let me do something. Oh, I just got put on blood pressure medication, let me do something. So it's very much so common to be reactive instead of proactive
Mm.
here in the area, where I'm really trying to push the narrative to be proactive and not reactive, because sometimes being reactive can be a little too late.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
and we don't want to be too late. Like, I mean, I'm personally in a space where I've been losing people back to back to back that is my age, like in the last year and a half. I mean, five, I can count 5 right now that is in my age range that I grew up with, a part of my childhood that are no longer here. So it is extremely important for me to get that message out there for people to take care of themselves now, because time is not really on our side these days, with
Right.
the state of the world that we live in. Don't wait until it's too late or until the doctor is like, you really need to do something to do it. Start now so you don't even get there. Start now so you could go to the doctor. And I love when my clients be like, my doctor was like, whatever you've been doing, keep doing it. Like, your numbers look great. Like your AC1 levels are down. Oh, I could take you off this pressure medication now. Like, I love when my clients come back to me with that type of news from their doctor's appointments and stuff. That literally is what makes my everything that I do like worth it. So much more than losing X amount of weight or looking this way and aesthetic. Like I said, health, health to just live a longer life. So that is, I think, something that, and it also scares people. It scares people. I've had people literally, I had this girl, she started coming to my dance cardio class. Now she's a regular. She never wants to miss a week. But she told me, she said, I literally have been chickening out of your class for the last 6 months.
Mm.
She was like, I've been watching your class for the last 6 months and had been saying that I want to go, been saying that I want to do it, but I just could not bring myself to do it because I was scared. I was nervous. There's so many people that come to me and tell me that they're scared or nervous to take my class or come to my boot camp or whatever. And I'm just like, why? Like, there's nothing to be scared of. There's
It's
nothing to
something
be
new.
nervous about.
It's just that
Like,
anxiety that sets in. Yeah.
exactly. I don't bite. I don't bite. Like, it's just like, I don't, it's so
You're not that type of
crazy.
personal trainer.
Yeah, like it's so crazy what people are scared of. It's like they immediately see something and they write themselves off before trying. They see
Yeah.
my dance cardio class and they're like, "Oh, I can't dance. I don't got rhythm, so that's gonna be too much for me." But you didn't even like come to even try it out to see. Like the narrative here of people just shooting themselves down before even giving something a go or shot. Like that's a mental thing.
Yeah.
That's a mindset thing. And that's just something that I don't have. I never had it. I was always out of the box here, even in Lancaster. I was just never like a lot of the other people, and that's why I pieced out as soon as I graduated. And I also continued to experience life, and I experienced different things in New York. Like I've always been a go getter. I've always had the mentality of like, if it's something I want to try, even if I'm going to go try it by myself, I'm going to go do it by myself because
Right.
I want to try it. So I've never really had the mentality of like, I'm scared, I don't want to go, or I won't go unless someone comes with me. A lot of people run that game too. Like, I won't go unless a friend comes. Why? You and your friend don't share the same body? Y'all don't share the same health? Like, if you like you when you die, like you gonna die by yourself. That's your body. That's your health. Like, so you don't need to wait for a friend and want to hop on the bandwagon. Maybe you need to be the leader and start, and then once your friend sees how much you love it and how fun it is, then they'll come after the fact. But don't let them hold you back from coming in the first place, and then you never experienced at all when the whole time you wanted to come from jump. It's like you're robbing your own self of
Exactly.
experiences and things that you can end up falling in love with and like really enjoying and ultimately being for your greater benefit because someone won't come with you. So there's a lot of mentalities and things I think that needs to be broken in the area when it comes to mindset and stuff that little by little by my content on my social medias and things like that I post a lot about and I talk a lot about. So I'm trying to break the mold, but but obviously you can do but so much. So the people that listen and come, I welcome them with open arms. I love it. And then the people that still want to watch and be scared for 6 more months before they want to come. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here for you too. But hey,
Exactly.
that's about all I got for that.
Man, that is just, I mean, that is just awesome. All of the information there is awesome. Just want to let the people know, if you're looking at this, if you just caught on, great. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support for the people that have been on so far. Also, go back and listen to, the from the beginning of the show, all the information that Janae has spilled out, letting you know that she has an online app. Let the folks know, how do they download the app if they want to check the app out. How do they go about doing that? Is it on Apple and on Android?
Yeah, so it is a private app. So you can only download the app if I send you the link once you've
Okay.
signed up as a client. So it's not like a free for all where like anyone could like download the app and get on. So it is a private app. It is free. You don't have to pay for the app. But once you decide to become an online client, I will send you the link and then you will be able to set up your profile, take your before and after pictures, your weight, all of that stuff can be uploaded in the app. You can track your food in the app. You can do everything, and I see everything that you're doing. I see when you miss your workouts. I see when you do your workouts. I see when you've gone up in weight, like you lifted 10 pounds this week and then the next week you lifted 15. I'm going to celebrate you for that. Like, so I see all of your personal wins and stuff. Only I see it. Nobody else is not public or anything. But yes, I'm currently finishing up my 8 week challenge. I had my 8 week challenge and that started in October. And this is the last week of my 8 week challenge. And I actually had about 7 people join me online. So they've been doing their workouts and participating in the 8 week challenge, like from the app online, doing their workouts. Either they could have the options of doing it in the gym or at home. And they're actually getting phenomenal results. I'm so excited to unload this clip of results once this 8 week challenge is over because they have been absolutely killing it. So I'm super excited about that. It's a $500 cash prize for the biggest transformation.
Wow.
Have a pretty good feeling that I'm gonna have a hard time choosing who is gonna win this $500. Like, they're about to stress me out in the best way, but I'm super excited about it. So we're finishing that up right now, and I probably will do another 8 week challenge in the new year. So be on the lookout for that information too when I drop the next 8 week challenge. Don't miss out on that. But yeah, that is also through my app. So some of
All
those people
right.
are already getting to experience that.
All right, all right. Just to let y'all know once again, man, this is What's Up VA, and we're sitting down with Janae Washington, right off of Mental Impact Radio, man. So definitely check us out every Monday at the same time. Sometimes we may have a guest, and sometimes we may not. We may just be sharing some information that is going on in the area, so that you will be more informed on what's going on. So shop locally, support your local stores. We have Miss Mary Seafood over in Whitestone. Shout out to Miss Mary Seafood. We have C&Ds. If you love, different types of music, rock music, the old school posters, sage, all the different things that make your house smell good, things like that. Go over to C&Ds and check them out. And they're at a brand new location over there right next door to Domino's, across the street from Town Center in Kilmarnock. So definitely check them out. She's been doing her thing for some years. If you're from this area, you know about it. So check them out. All right. So yeah, just a couple of stores. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna mention a store too,
Yeah.
Kellum's,
Yeah.
another
Oh yeah.
local, small owned. I shop a lot at Kellum's.
Which
For
one?
you want some fresh vegetables
Mm.
and some fresh like fruits and fresh seafood as well. Like Mary Seafood is also amazing in Whitestone as well. But I live in Weems, so Kellum's is right there.
Yeah.
So salmon and all of that stuff, like I just feel like we're in there like every single week. They like know what I'm coming in for when I walk through the door now. Like they're like, here for salmon. I'm like, yes. So amazing fresh local catches and stuff at Kellum's as well, so
That's
definitely
awesome.
make sure you check them out.
Yes, awesome, awesome. A couple of more questions. One question is, how did you get hooked up with, with Roberta and them over there at Body Fit? And then the last question is, with you having two children, your fiance or husband, your husband now.
No, not yet.
Okay, your
Not yet.
fiance,
Not
you and
yet.
your fiance and your two children, you know, how do you have time to do all that you do? That was something that I always wondered about a personal trainer. It's like you have to be like really, really, really fit in order to get up every day and do the things that you do. So answer them in any order that you want to.
Well, Ramona Darden is the owner of Body Fit. She is awesome. And I kind of just stumbled across her gym because I noticed that it was 24 hours. And I just kind of reached out about like starting to train there and using her studios and stuff for my dance cardio classes. I've also used her studios for my regular dance classes. I have my Grown and Sexy series where I do dance classes with like heels or chair dance. And, just that's for my adults, my women, for the more like sensual side of things to tap into that. But I've also used her studio to hold those classes as well. And I just kind of, went there to be like, can I train here? Um, it kind of went into that because I actually started training my clients at Safe Love. So shout out to Safe Love, which was in People's parking lot that was owned by Carissa Turner Davis,
Okay, yeah.
my cousin, and that was an amazing like community center that she was having there where she did mentorship for the youth and offered dance and karate and arts. And I mean it was a phenomenal space. And unfortunately, Amazon wanted to come to people's parking lot. So that's what happened to that. But when that's where I started training there. And then when that happened, that's when I went over, to Body Fit because I just wanted a gym space to train at. And then when I got pregnant in 2021, it just kind of I had accumulated so much equipment from starting to train it at Safe Love first. That's obviously not a gym, so I had to buy equipment to like train my clients there. And
Mhm.
so I started accumulating equipment over time. The next thing you know, I had like a full blown gym and like out of nowhere. And I was just like, I could start just training people here in the garage. And my clients was all with it. They was all for it. And as I got bigger and bigger, I just started training my clients at my gym at home. And it just kind of like led into training at my gym full time. But I still do my classes and all of that stuff at Body Fit. But I'm actually in the new year going to be looking to move back into training at Body Fit. So
Okay.
so that's how I got hooked up with Body Fit. And then as far as like where I get the time, honestly, my life is nowhere near here. My life is nowhere near as busy as New York. Kind of once you like get into like that New York hustle and bustle, that doesn't really leave you. So it's not I'm busy, but I was a lot busier in New York. So the two kids, Gia loves watching me train, baby girl, like she likes to be in the door of the gym, and she has a little set of toy weights and little toy kettlebell, and she knows when mommy's about to work out and when she's about to train clients, and she just loves it. My son, he's 13, so he's a huge help with her if I do need her, to be taken care of and stuff like that. Like I can just ask him to grab her. So, that helps out a ton. But yeah, it's not crazy. I wake up, I make sure I get my workouts in 3 days a week, and I wake up and get them in off the early. And then I train my clients throughout the day, and then I still teach dance and stuff too. I still do privates and stuff with like younger kids, and I actually start teaching dance tomorrow at Ware Academy in Gloucester. I'll be teaching dance there every Tuesday and Thursday to their 7th and 8th graders. So I'm still doing dance full time as well. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm not productive if I'm not busy. Like, it's normal to me now to be on the go, to be boom boom boom. So that's just kind of how I've gotten accustomed to the
Wow.
life. And yeah, look, my kids, they handle it well. And I have a supportive partner, so that also like
Yeah.
helps too. Like Chris holds it down as well. And we also have a village. We have an amazing village, you know, between grandparents and all of that good stuff. So
Mhm.
I'm blessed. I truly can't complain. Wouldn't imagine me having any other life.
That is awesome, 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 awesome. Man, I wish you nothing but, major blessings and grace and everything that God wants to bestow on you and your family and everything, man. Definitely, like I said, I've known you since the YMCA days. You're a fighter, you're a go-getter, so it's just great to see somebody, come back to the area and actually, take the reins and say, okay, well, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it, just follow me. So that's exactly what what you've been doing. So congratulations on that. Keep going with that. Any words of encouragement to end it off with?
Oh, words of encouragement. Oh, I could go with this because I feel like I was a motivational speaker in my past life. But honestly, like my words of encouragement is really like no dream is too big. If your dreams doesn't scare you, they're not big enough.
Mm,
I wholeheartedly believe in jumping off of that cliff and trusting that God is going to grow those wings before you hit the ground.
mm,
I'm a firm believer in taking chances and taking risk, and God has held me down every time that I've taken a risk or taken a leap that to others from the outside could have seemed real crazy, but it's only crazy until it happens. And that has been the story of my life, crazy faith and beating adversity and stuff at all odds, and God coming through for your girl real strong. So um, prayer, faith, that's why that's the F in fresh. Faith, that's at the top of my list. God is my CEO. So I don't, move, without, consulting him and praying and moving forward. So I just tell everyone to dream big. That don't let your circumstances, don't let, what things currently look like now prevent you from doing what it is that you see yourself doing or something that you want to do. If God laid that vision on your heart, he laid it on your heart for a reason. And
mm.
don't automatically count yourself out because we're in this little small town or whatever your circumstances may be. So I think that would be probably like one of my biggest pieces of advice amongst many others. I could go on and on, but if I had to just give one, I would definitely go with that. Like, just chase your dreams. Like, go for it.
I love it. I love it. Amen. Amen. All right. Excuse me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all tune in next week. We're working on a good one for next week as well. Just haven't heard back yet. Waiting on the guys from Hot Mix VA to return. So definitely trying to get them on the show so we can chop it up with them. They've been doing big, big things in the area in Tappahannock and also in the Kilmarnock area. So definitely want to chop it up with them. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all reach out to Janae. Go ahead.
No, what you just said. I was just co-signing.
Oh, okay.
I was just co-signing. Yes, but
Yeah.
make sure reach out if you need me. You can contact me at my Instagram is at I am Janae period W. That is my Instagram. I am Janae.w. You can find me on Facebook by just my full name, Janae Washington. I should come up, and my page is public, so you can like follow me there. You don't, have to firm request me to see my post. All of my posts are live, and you can see I am Janae.w is the same for TikTok. And then my Fresh Flex Instagram is fresh.flex as well. But if you go to imjanae.w, you'll see Fresh Flex Instagram in my bio, and you can follow that from there too. So contact me on any of those platforms: Facebook Messenger, Instagram DM, or anything like that, and I will surely get back to you.
All right, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap it up for the first episode of What's Up VA. Had a great time with Janae Washington, man. Make sure y'all reach out to her and go ahead and get your workout on. I'm gonna see what I can do to go ahead and get up inside of a class, and because your boy need to lose some pounds and everything. So I gotta get all
Got
slim
you.
and trim. So when I start flying around doing shows in the public, people be like, "Oh, that's Orlando." So I do have a bottom half, but yeah, man. So make sure y'all come on back at 9 o'clock tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. I'll sit down with the brother Pure Beats tonight on our other show, Let's Talk Gospel on Mental Impact Radio. So make sure y'all check us out then as well. So Janae, appreciate it. Thank you for being the first guest.
Thank you so much for having me. This was awesome.
All right, not a problem. Thank you. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great evening. Go and get some water, work out for about an hour, and come on back. All right, let's go.